All right. It's been a hot minute since I've come. Oop, a little bit of lip balm still on my. Been a hot minute since I've been on live here. Well, it's because last week was terrible with my allergies with all this pollen, and it was just rough for me. But no, I'm still a little sniffly, of course, but I'm going to make it through. Not gonna try. I am going to make it through because I've so much has gone on since last week that I was planning on going live. Like, it's just gonna be extra long today because of what I have to talk about. But first and foremost, I'm gonna talk about Ashley Janae. And let me pull up the article again because for some reason it didn't want to do right. But Ashley Janae's body has been returned to her family, and she was laid to rest. She was laid to rest. Hold on, let me get the article. Well, that's not the right one. It's not telling me when she was laid to rest. That's not okay. Hold on. Before I show you this, let me go ahead and get the correct one. Because this is obviously not the correct one. I got hiccups. Okay, they're probably not going to go through a whole lot of details of her homecoming, homegoing service out of respect for her family, which I totally understand. Let me go ahead. Oh, get out of my way. Let me go ahead and show y'all real quick. Portland influencer Ashley Janae's fiance Joe McCann breaks silence for the first time as funerals held without him, and rightfully so. Like, since he is most likely responsible for her murder, we're just gonna say what it is. It's a murder. Of course, the family's not gonna have him there. It makes complete and total sense. We don't care about him and what he does, but apparently he broke his silence on a Twitter post about Ashley Janae's passing. He wrote, Ashley's death is an incomprehensible tragedy that you caused. Let's start there. He caused it. What Ashley desired most was to become a mother and raise a family together. There is no question that she would have been an amazing mom. Then why did you kill her? Ashley was an angel who shined her light on everyone fortunate enough to be in her presence. There is no way to fill an unfillable void left by Ashley's passing and no way to make sense of this unfathomable loss. All we can do is carry on Ashley's legacy of helping other people and strive to live up to her virtues every single day. Ashley, I love you forever. Then why did you kill her? If you said she's the light of your life, why did you extinguish that light? Just to recap, Ashley Robinson, known online as Ashley Janae, left the mortal realm on April 9th at a hospital in Zanzibar, Tanzania, one day after the hotel staff found her unconscious in a villa in Zura, Zanzibar luxury resort. She and McCann had traveled to Tanzania to celebrate her 31st birthday, during which McCann proposed. Robinson had ties to Portland, listing the city on her Instagram biography, and had built a following of more than 100,000 followers. What are they doing over there? Sharing lifestyle and travel and personal content. CBS News previously reported that Tanzanian authorities retained McCann's passport pending autopsy results and that he is being questioned. Though no charges have been filed and he has not been named as a suspect. I don't know what they say. The family was formed by a Tanzanian autopsy was completed April 14th, but has still not received the full results and has only been told the investigation remains ongoing, according to TMZ. A local Tanzanian outlet previously obtained records listing Robinson's immediate cause of death as cerebral hypoxia due to strangulation and suffocation. Strangulation and suffocation. Either he strange fruited her or he used his bare hands on her. There's no in between. Literally, there's no in between. Either he strange fruited her or he did it manually with his own two hands. So, no, Joe McCann, you're not going to be invited to anything her family has. Ever. See how I covered my mouth there? I know. And I really hope that they keep him there for investigation so that Ashley can get justice like that she deserves. Like, her family has so many questions. And to set up a GoFundMe when this man allegedly has money, but we know he's one of those cryptocurrency guys, so he's obviously broke. He has no money. He's obviously in debt. So of course he wouldn't help with the GoFundMe at all, because what money does he have? What money does he have to begin with? Now into what's going on with future of voting, and I just want to say to any black person that just does not vote, whether any election, whether it's a special election, whether it's a local election, even a presidential election, black people, and yes, I'm going to say it, black men who choose not to vote because, oh, my vote doesn't matter. My vote don't matter. What's the point? This is why. The Supreme Court is going to gut, if they haven't already, the Voting Rights Act. The same act that allowed all black people to vote. They voted to basically take that away from us. And y'all let that happen because you didn't want to use your power as a citizen to vote. Y'all decided to just let shit happen and just wait it out instead of taking action This is why I'm so apathetic towards people who don't vote, because now look, especially black people who don't vote, because now look, you might never get to vote again because you want to just sit here and act like it wasn't important when it clearly was. People died so that we could have this voting act. And y'all just sat here and let it die. Not only with the presidential election, because there's a lot I can say about black men just not voting or voting for Trump because of who he was running against. Because at the end of the day, y'all fucking hate women, no matter how you put it, no how you say it. Y'all fucking hate women. There's no this. I should have titled the stream that y'all hate women because it's true. It's so true. Because with Ashley Janae, so many black men were in the comments like, "That's what you get for dating a white man." She was right to say that black men wake up every morning to embarrass us with that tweet. She was right with that tweet because every single day that I've come across, it's a black man doing something stupid, absolutely stupid. Like, we're going to lose the ability to vote. There's going to be no fair elections anymore. And before y'all start saying that I'm overreacting, I reposted this on my Instagram. Look at what these politicians are already starting to do. This is before the Supreme Court's ruling. This is after. All the blue spots, all these blue spots in these southern states, they are predominantly black. Black people have a history of voting blue. And now look, all this redistricting to make it where it's almost completely red in these states. In fact, some of these states are completely red. Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, South Carolina. North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida are fighting for their lives to keep some blue. And Tennessee is, I've seen some senators in Tennessee doing their absolute damnedest to make things fair. But you know how these MAGA politicians are, especially these white MAGA politicians. They don't care about fairness. They just care that black people are suffering. They don't give a shit about that. They care that black people are suffering because they want to see black people suffer. It's all they want to see. They don't care if their white counterparts, like the people that voted them in, that are poor or working class, that are on food stamps, that rely on Medicaid, they don't care if they suffer along with them because they see black people suffering and they revel in it. But y'all wouldn't care, would you? I'm talking to the black people now. Y'all wouldn't care because y'all want to sit and act like your vote doesn't matter when it clearly does. Look at this. Look at the bottom. Look at this. If your vote didn't fucking matter, then why would they try and redistrict it to where you can't vote? If you try and vote, they'll most likely strange fruit you too. Just like they did everybody else that tried to vote before us. They will most likely strange fruit you so that everything stays red and everything stays to back before we had our rights. Back before we fought hard for freedom. They want it to be, they want us back in chains. They've always had. Ever since the Emancipation Emancipation Proclamation. They wanted us back in chains. This is what white supremacy has done. This is what white supremacy has done. Because these majority black districts are completely erased. And even when we voted for it in Virginia, they tossed it out. Matter of fact, let's go to NPR News. The Virginia Supreme Court voted to just not go with the redistricting after we voted for it. 52% of us voted yes. 52% of us voted yes. But the Supreme Court, which is most likely under Donald Trump's thumb, said otherwise. A lawsuit brought by Republicans because they don't want to lose their seat. They don't want to lose their grip on what's going on in the White House. They don't want to lose their grip on Congress. They don't want to lose their grip on the Supreme Court. They want to remain in power to keep making people struggle. And to matters worse, the FBI searched the Senate leader who came up with the redistricting map as part of a corruption probe. They want to find some dirt on her in any way, shape, or form. They even raided her cannabis shop, which, mind you, cannabis is legal in the state of Virginia. It's not legal in North Carolina, but it's legal in Virginia. They were doing anything. And this is the woman that they raided. This is the woman. Louise Lucas, 82 years old. You wouldn't be able to tell. You wouldn't be able to tell because one thing for sure, black don't fucking crack. But at the same time, this is an 82-year-old woman that they want to paint as the villain. An 82-year-old black woman. She is old enough to be my grandmother. And yet she still has to fight for y'all dumbasses. Y'all dumbasses don't want to vote. Y'all are failing this woman. Y'all have failed this woman. You failed every black woman around you, whether you know them or not, by not voting. You failed your mother, you failed your sister, you failed your aunts, you failed your cousins. You have failed every black woman by not voting. You failed. And you're going to continue to fail because that's what you do best. "82 years old. Do you know what she's witnessed in her 82 years of life? She was there for the civil rights. She witnessed people dying for just wanting to vote. She witnessed people dying for wanting to eat in the same restaurants as white people. She witnessed people dying for just wanting to fucking exist. But y'all failed her. Y'all fucking failed her. And you failed every black woman around you. You played yourself and you failed yourself. And while we're on the topic of raising my blood pressure, hold on, while we're on the topic of raising my blood pressure, there was a cruise, the MV Hondius, that has something called the hantavirus. Now, normally, according to the CDC, it's not really much to worry about because it's passed through animal, mostly rodent, droppings and saliva. But this one right here, the one that 5 people died from on that cruise ship. Nope, 3 people. There are 5 that are in the US right now that were on that cruise ship where people died. This one is the Andes virus. This strain right here, this has a 40% mortality rate. See how I covered my mouth again? Y'all need to do that from here on out. Y'all should have been did that, but no. I'm not sick. I have fucking allergies, and the grass pollen is kicking my ass. It's kicking my ass. And if y'all aren't careful, if y'all aren't washing your hands, if y'all aren't masking up in these enclosed spaces, if y'all aren't social distancing, this virus is gonna kick everybody's ass. Let's go back to Spain finds South African exposed to woman who died of hantavirus. This is back in May. Actually, this is today. Spain's health minister, Monica Garcia, announced we've confirmed that the second person who traveled on the plane, at the same time as the Dutch woman, from the MV Honduras cruise ship who later died from hantavirus in Johannesburg, has been located. It's alluding that a lot of these people were from major cities. CDC will escort Americans on MV Honduras to quarantine in Nebraska. The U.S. Center of Disease Control and Prevention has dispatched staff to meet American passengers aboard the MV Honduras in the Canary Islands. From there, the passengers will be escorted back to U.S. abroad. A charter flight to quarantine. Well, somebody lied. Somebody lied somewhere, because I don't know if they'll show the map here. I don't think they'll show the map. But let me go back to my Instagram real quick, because I saved a map of who's been exposed. Hold on. All right. 5 states are currently monitoring passengers who were exposed to the hantavirus on the MV Honduras cruise ship. And those states are California, Nevada, Texas, Georgia, and my fucking home state, Virginia. I'm sick of this shit, man. I am sick of this shit, for real. I am so sick of people just fucking everybody else, to say the least. I am so sick of people just fucking shit up for everybody else. Granted, I had no plans to travel during the summer, but I definitely do not have plans of staying at home, not making money, because, people just want to be stupid and not wash their hands and mask up and stay the fuck away from people that are coughing and sneezing all in your shit. I'm sick of it. 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 I'm genuinely sick of it. Genuinely. And I'm very curious about which airplane they went to, which air system they went to. Because as y'all probably are, Spirit Airlines is no more. We got someone in. Hi, welcome in. You missed the part of me crashing out the people being absolute idiots. But Spirit Airlines is no more. Low cost carrier Spirit Airlines, which has been struggling for years, announced it will cease operations. Spirit has been seeking $500 million federal bailout from the White House, but those talks failed to yield a deal, leading to the airline no choice but to stop flying effective immediately. It is with great disappointment that on May 2nd, 2026, Spirit Airlines started an orderly wind down of our operations effective immediately, the airline said in a statement early Saturday. All flights have been canceled and customer service is no longer available. We are proud of the impact of our ultra low cost model in the industry over the last 33 years and have hoped to serve our guests for many more years to come. A lot of people made jokes about Spirit Airlines. I was one of those people about how, like, if it costs that much to fly, then how come the bags are like so costly? Those were my jokes. But everyone else was like, "Well, if it's so cheap, you get what you pay for. That plane's gonna crash." There was a zero crash rate for any Spirit Airlines, probably because they don't use Boeing's. In fact, let me double check. Do they use Boeing's? No, I don't care. Uh, doesn't tell me if they use Boeing airplanes or not, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it because Boeing's just like to fall apart in the sky. Boeing's are like the BMWs of airplanes. They just fall apart. And Spirit Airlines had a 0% crash rate. And now that's gone. So we're literally out here risking our lives on these other airlines that are way too expensive. And if your flight gets canceled, oh well, they'll most likely not give you a refund or even try and give you a new ticket. You're just out of luck. You're just stranded. And this closure is putting a lot of people out of jobs as well. So, and it's bad enough that a lot of TSA workers had no income, especially with the government shutdown and partial government shutdown, because this is all planned in Project 2025. They want to privatize airlines. They want to privatize TSA. That's why so many ICE agents are around in airports now. This is all part of Project 2025. But none of y'all wanted to read that shit. Just like none of y'all wanted to vote. So here we are now because y'all are lazy as fuck. Y'all are lazy as fuck. I'm gonna say it right here now. Y'all are lazy as hell for not wanting to vote, for not wanting to read up on other candidates, for not wanting to read, period. Y'all are lazy. Y'all are lazy. So that's what I have for regular news. Now getting into more or less with celebrities, i.e., men with too much power. I didn't talk about this in my update with the David trial, but David's younger brother, which I didn't know he had a younger brother, denies any cover up allegations in Celeste Rivas Hernandez's murder case. In a lengthy Instagram story posted Thursday, Caleb said he has not lived with his brother for years and was not close to him. He also pushes back on claims that he sneaked Celeste Rivas Hernandez backstage at a past concert. He, as in Caleb. Caleb, the younger brother of David, is denying online claims that he helped cover up his older brother's alleged crimes in the Celeste Rivas Hernandez murder. I wonder if they'll show the post too. No, they won't. Post saying that he had said in an Instagram story that all pedophiles need to be six. I don't know if they'll talk about that. Caleb posted a lengthy Instagram story on Thursday addressing the allegations, TMZ reported. He said he has stayed silent because the case is an ongoing legal matter, but he felt he had to respond after social media users accused him of protecting his brother. I've seen people say that I knew what was going on and was protecting my brother. This is not true at all, Caleb wrote. I have not lived with my brother for years and was not very close with him. Caleb said he wanted justice for Celeste and did not want the situation to be about him. My intent has never been to use this to bring attention to myself or my music, he wrote. Oh, he does music too. How nice. Caleb also addressed a video that has been spreading online. The clip shows him backstage at one of David's concerts with Celeste. Caleb was 15 years old at the time, same age as Celeste. Well, she was 14. Some social media users have used the video to suggest he was sneaking an underage Celeste into the show. He was underage too. He was a child too. People have been posting a video showing me backstage with her at one of David's concert when I was 15 and I had been waiting to address it for a while. People have even gone as far as to say that I was sneaking her backstage, which is not true. He explained that Caleb was already at the show. He said the video shows him walking back from the front of the stage after being asked to pick something up from a fan. Caleb's statement comes after he came under fire for launching his own music career under the stage name of Kova. He reached his debut single Imaginary Love 2 days before David was arrested. On Monday, he dropped a follow-up single titled SEX. Critics on social media have called the move tone deaf, accusing him of using his brother's case to grow his audience. Kayla pushed back on that too. I had scheduled my first release under a new name before any of this became a headline again. And the song came out 2 days before the arrest. He wrote, "This project, music, videos, and songs, was already in motion long before any news coverage about my brother resurfaced." I have a theory, and I honest to God hope it's not true. I think David did stuff to his brother. This is just a theory. This is just a theory. This is all alleged. It's just a theory. But I don't think Celeste was David's first victim. I genuinely think that David did some things to his brother. But then again, I could be wrong. I could be genuinely in the wrong here, and that's just me speculating. But 9 times out of 10, stuff like this starts within the family. And a lot of black families like to sweep this shit under the rug of just incest. Whether it be an uncle messing, no, I can't even say messing around because it's not consensual. An uncle assaulting their niece, or an aunt assaulting their nephew, or an aunt assaulting their niece, and an uncle assaulting the nephew, or even cousins assaulting cousins. This has gone on for too long. Too many black families sweep the shit under the rug. And look what happens out because of it. If it's true that David did things to his brother, and this is the outcome of it, a child has been murdered because of it. There are so many questions for their parents. Like, genuinely, there are so many questions for David's parents. Like, how could you let this child do stuff to another person? How could you let this person do stuff to a child? How could you let your son harm a little girl? Like, what do you gain from your son harming a little girl? Why were you so permissive? I should say that. Why were you so permissive with raising him? Why are you so permissive? But again, I don't know the family fully, so I don't know their parenting style. But at the same time, there are cracks to where their son harmed a little girl. And who knows, he could have more victims. We don't know. That's what the court case will tell us, if there are more victims or if Celeste was his one and only victim. Or, like my theory said, if he harmed his brother in any way, shape, or form. That's why it's probably just me just going in it too deep. But ain't no way that his brother would just be like, all PDFs got to die or all rapists got to die in regards to his brother's trial if his brother did not do anything to him. But that's just me. That's just my theory. And speaking of another man who had too much time on his hands to the point where he was assaulting little girls, Boston Richie. And the discourse between Boston Richie and Tatiana Chanel. Chanel posted a series of photos on Instagram where she doubled down on allegations that real Boston Richie, whose real name is Jalen Tan Foster, abused her multiple times and kidnapped her on one occasion. The allegation has sparked a massive row against the rapper who boasts over 8 million followers on Instagram. No one cares about that. Notably, rapper Real Boston Richie has not responded to the allegations. In this article, we will look at we'll skim over this a little bit. Chanel and Boston Richie's relationship lasted for 4 years, starting around 2022 when she was roughly 16. He basically groomed her. Rumors of her cheating on her with rapper Lil TJ surfaced from a viral photo, but was not confirmed. I'm pretty sure Little TJ was still under the age of 18 as well. So Boston Richie likes to groom kids. I'm going to say it that. Boston Richie likes to groom kids. The allegations of abuse first surfaced in March 2025 when Tatiana Chanel accused the rapper of choking her 20 times during an altercation outside a club. Legally, she's not allowed to be in a club. I think in some states you have to be of drinking age to be in a club. And let's see, 2022, she was 16. March of 2025, she'd be around 18, 19 at the time. I don't know her birth date, but at the same time, she's not too young to be in a club legally. So not only did he groom a child, he brought said child to a club. Let's see if the article is going to talk about the new allegations. Tatiana Chanel did not make any fresh allegations against the rapper in the post on Friday. Instead, she provided photographic evidence of the abuses that were alleged inflicting her on afflicted on her by by the rapper. The first major allegations concern a case of kidnapping. Chanel claimed that Real Boston Richie and a group of his male friends, which were most likely adults, transported her against her will through Orlando, Florida, and Alabama. During the 8-hour drive, they allegedly physically restrained her at gas stations and held her confined with a group of men. Additionally, she went on to claim that she was subjected to several instances of inappropriate behavior amounting to abuse and that the rapper inflicted on her. Some of them happened when she was 17 years old. Chanel accused Richie of sharing an intimate video of her with his female friend. So basically, CSAM, number one, he has CSAM on his phone. Number two, that's revenge, you know what. That is revenge, you know what. And I'm pretty sure that is a felony across all 50 states. I know at least it's a felony in California and a felony in Virginia. And the thing is, I know this article didn't talk about it much, but with this whole kidnapping thing, apparently she was also menstruating and they stripped her naked. They had her stripped naked on an 8-hour drive while she was still menstruating. 17-year-old girl, by the way. These are the rappers y'all men look to. And not just, it's mostly black men. I'm gonna say right there, it's mostly black men. Y'all listen to these rappers all the time, but when you hear them doing some egregious shit to a woman or a child, y'all turn a blind eye. I hate that. I hate that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate that shit. If you are a man that turns a blind eye when a rapper does some egregious shit to a woman or a child, just know I hope you stub your fucking pinky toe every day. Every day. On the same coffee table, in that same corner. I hope you stub your fucking pinky toe. Also, every day, I hope someone steals your parking spot. If you're a man that turns a blind eye when rappers do egregious shit. I hope every day you step into a wet spot in the floor and you got socks on. Like, for real. If you turn a blind eye towards this, you deserve nothing good to happen to you in your life. Point blank, period. You still support rappers like this that do egregious shit to women and children. Nothing good needs to happen in your life. Point blank, period. That's it, that's all. Another case of a man having too much time on his hands. Stephon Diggs was found not guilty for assaulting his chef. Former New England Patriots receiver Stephon Diggs found not guilty on Tuesday of assaulting his personal chef in a case marked by conflicting accounts of what happened inside his home after disputes over money in their relationship. Okay, first off, this legal system, first and foremost, is designed to make women that are victimized look like the villain. Let's start there. Second of all, Stephon Diggs' legal team and Mila, that's a chef's, Mila's legal team pretty much set Mila up for failure. It wasn't just her deleting messages, because what if she was pressured to delete messages? Now this is going to be very personal, but in a relationship I had a while back in my younger years, there was a time where I was pressured to delete some messages out of fear of retaliation from my abuser. So I have been in her shoes before. Not in this case where money was involved, but I've definitely been in her shoes where abuse has happened. And abuse is not always physical. Let's let's nip that in the bud right now. Abuse isn't always physical. It can be, of course, sexual. It can be mental, emotional, verbal. It can be financial. And Stephon Diggs financially abused this woman. As for physical abuse, I wouldn't put it past him if he did do it. I would not put it past him because apparently he has a record of putting hands and feet on people, mostly women. The charges stem from a December 2nd incident at his home in Dedham, where Jamila Adams, a former live-in chef known as Mila, testified that Diggs slapped and hit her during an argument. And he pleaded not guilty to a felony strangulation charge and misdemeanor assault and battery charge. They pointed to financial demands she made and testimonies from friends and employees who she had not did not appear injured in days after the encounter, while prosecutors argued that the case rests on her account of what happened inside the home. Not only did the legal team set her up for failure, but everybody in that house, in Stefan Diggs' house, was complicit. In fact, matter of fact, they wanted her to look like the villain. They tried to paint her to look like the villain. That she was lying. And according to the jury, they succeeded. They succeeded in making Mila look like a disgruntled employee that wanted more money, which is not the case. Because, in case you haven't known, one of the requirements to work for Stefan Diggs is to be sexually available. Yes, to be sexually available for him. And he has how many workers for him? He has how many women working for him? Is it going to say in this article? Probably not. Oh, stop it. Stop it now. Adams said she met Diggs in 2022 on Instagram and had the two become friends, at times friends with benefits, as one of its attorneys described it, before she was later hired to live in his home and prepare his meals during the football season. Yep. She testified she was paid about $2,000 a week and believed she had not been fully compensated after being sent home. And you're right. If you really think about it, $2,000 a week is not enough in this economy. It's really not. It's genuinely not. And for him to be a big NFL player and to pay his employees $2,000 a week, maybe most of the times he's probably just fucking them. That's ridiculous. And he probably most likely, given the fact of how many children he has, he most likely does not use condoms. So everybody that has been in contact with Stefan Diggs needs to go see a doctor. Like, that man is a walking biohazard. To just throw it all willy-nilly and not use any type of protection. Biohazard. That is illegal. Prison. Under the jail. Not only is he spreading his seed, he is spreading diseases. He's spreading harmful bacteria. He is spreading harmful bacteria to these women. Walking biohazard. And some of y'all men are walking biohazards too. I'm just keep it at that. Like $2,000 a week. And also getting BV. That's not enough. He needs to go to prison. I'm genuinely upset about this ruling. Like, genuinely. But at the same time, I'm not surprised because this justice system does not care about women. They don't care that the woman is the victim. Matter of fact, the perfect victim in the justice system eyes is somebody, ideally a woman, that is no longer in the mortal realm. That's the perfect victim. Someone who is no longer in the mortal realm, someone who cannot testify as to what happened to them. They're the perfect victim because they've been permanently silenced. I know for a fact with this ruling, it's going to give him an ego boost and he's going to try something and really, really hurt somebody. And for those that I've been fighting tooth and nail to say we should believe victims and just say, well, she's lying. She's lying. She's a liar. She didn't have all the facts together. She's a liar. This man still abused her. She's still a victim. Whether physical or not, he still abused her. He financially abused her. She's still a victim. But she's a liar. She just wants money. She just wants money. Y'all are bird-brained as fuck. I can't stand intellectual anti-intellectual people. I can't stand people who are just like take one motive and run with it. Like, oh, she's lying, and just share it everywhere. That's fucking stupid. To just run with that she's lying, that's fucking stupid. And at this point, if I see one more person to say that she's lying again, I'm not gonna be nice anymore. I'm gonna call them a fucking moron and that they need to read a fucking book. Because I'm done. I'm done being nice on the internet. I really am. I'm so done. Because niceness has gotten nowhere. Niceness has gone nowhere. Fuck the respectability politics at this point. If y'all want to say some stupid shit, I'ma call you stupid and keep it pushing. Y'all want to say some dumb shit, I'ma call you dumbass and keep it pushing. Y'all want to say some racist shit, I'ma call you a racist and keep it pushing. Y'all want to say some ableist shit, I'ma call you an ableist and keep it pushing. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I am finished. Like this case right here has just proven to me that so many bird brain people, mostly women, some male centered bird brain women, are out here just, well, she's a liar. He is not going to pick you. If we can't clearly see of the woman here and the women that he's with Cardi B. He's a fucking colorist. Just like your fave, Chris Brown, a fucking colorist. Just like A$AP Rocky, a fucking colorist. But y'all don't care. Fucking mad. So I'ma just end this right here. Anyway. I might be live again tomorrow on my gamer channel. I might not, who knows? It all depends on how my allergies are going. Also, I had a fucking wild migraine. I think it was either Wednesday or Tuesday. I had a wild ass migraine. After I got done with the dogs and I had one dog left, that dog and I just sat in the dark. Because my head was hurting that bad. We just sat in the dark. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Anyway, I'ma go de-stress. Probably play some Polia or something. Something to decompress. Cause this shit right here, everything that's going on between us losing our voting rights to a new virus on the way, cause she coming. She coming. Bucket. Sometimes you have to do shit to make yourself laugh. Cause if you don't, you're gonna want to off yourself. You got to do some silly shit to keep you sane, or else you're gonna off yourself. If you didn't learn anything from this live, learn that. You gotta do something silly to keep yourself sane. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. And also, to all the mothers, whether you are an adopted mother, whether you birthed a child, whether you're a pet mom, whether you're a plant mom, I want to wish you all a happy Mother's Day, because I got 4 little fur babies that will wish me a happy Mother's Day in their own special way. Hopefully, with my cats, they don't bring me a dead lizard, because I will scream. I'm just letting you know right now. I will scream if they bring me a dead lizard, they bring me a dead spider, they bring me anything dead. I'm going to scream. But I know that's just their way of saying they love me. Or something like that. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Take care now. Also, please wash your hands. Please wash your hands. Please mask up. Please. Please, we're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. Okay. Bye.